Amelia, my darling. You bring tears to an old man's eyes. Thank you. That was so beautiful.
Father, you say that every time.
Because it's beautiful every time. Mwah.
I do hope, Joaquin, that you are prepared to share Amelia's affections with her father. I have tried for years to teach them of how fundamental I am to their union, but they are, alas, indifferent.
There, my love. Indulge an old man who's about to lose his only daughter. I trust that you'll spoil her insufferably.
I intend to, sir.
And respect her.
Always, sir.
And
Enough, Father. It is bad enough that Joaquin has had to suffer your attention at the colonial hospital.
Amelia, you know how very grateful I am for your father's watchful eye. His voice on the Legislative Council has been invaluable in making sure that the administration does not stand in the way of Creoles, serving as surgeons at the hospital.
Honestly, Joaquin, have you given any thoughts to private practice? Money, of course, isn't an issue, but I see no reason why you should suffer the indignity of earning a fraction of what the British doctors earn.
my dear Charlotte, there'll soon be no more British doctors. Have you heard that Dr. MacArthur has again fallen susceptible to malaria? He will be evacuated once he's stable. I keep telling them the environmental conditions in the local population are not conducive to eradication of the sanguinary gnat.
So you agree then, Prince, with Horton that the gnat, the mosquito, is the cause of malaria?
Is that still a debate? Yes, of course. It has been established now for several years.
No, I ask because I have been suggesting to MacArthur that he supplement his medication as Horton himself suggested with the botanical herbs which the local medicine men have identified as useful. Specifically a combination of goatweed and an incredibly attractive variant of water lily, the nymphy lotus. It's truly fascinating.
I know how attracted you Creoles are to the local ways. I have seen it a dozen times in Freetown and in the army. I am as proud to be a West African native as any born in Freetown or the Gold Coast or coming from as far away as you have, Joaquin. But don't confuse nostalgia with science. You cannot chant a cure for malaria.
But sir,
you cannot.
That is just tradition speaking. The cure is positive.
Have you met Dr. Shakbara? Speak with him about the locals worshipping the smallpox for goodness sakes.
I have heard about the witchcraft and juju ordinance, sir.
Then you know, my boy, the difficulty of implementing laws that are aimed to curb witchcraft and protect the locals from themselves. We as physicians are able to help them, but instead, the villagers choose to go to those charlatan witch doctors.
I do not dispute the role of Western medicine, but surely it cannot be, sir, that all botanical cures are ineffective. There have been studies that suggest the therapeutic benefits of local medicine, particularly in the areas of fever and...
Just in time, Samson, to end the Great War. Yes, what is it?
Good evening, madam. Your guests, they have begun to arrive.
Thank you, Samson.
Forgive me, ladies. Before we go, though, a quick toast. To my beautiful daughter, Amelia, and my highly intelligent, highly passionate soon-to-be son-in-law. May your years ahead be filled with love, prosperity, and mutual respect for one another.
Hear, hear.
Bá mi mò ń bọ̀ bá mi ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ sọ fún àwọn nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn wípé a fẹ́ rí dókítà. Good afternoon, nurse.
Good afternoon.
My papa get appointment, see surgeon.
Please, a minute. Do you say you have an appointment? Just stay in the waiting area and someone will come when the surgeon is ready for you.
Okay.
Simidele, dókítà yìí gbọ́dọ̀ mọṣẹ́ gan ni o, àbí orí bí èrò ṣe pọ̀ níbí yìí.
Kò kí n ṣe wípé ó dá nìkan o, dókítà yìí nìkan ni dókítà láwọ̀ dúdú ní gbogbo agbègbè yìí.
Ó kọ̀ dúdú ni, kò kí n ṣara wa, ṣe bá Aguda ni.
Bá mi, ó yá, ẹ dìde, àwa ni dókítà máa rí báyìí.
My name is Dr. Bakwa. You have been referred by Dr. White for emergency appendectomy, right? I will run you through a few preliminary exams to determine your eligibility for surgery, and then we'll set a date and time for the procedure later this week.
Simidele, báwo ni Aguda yìí ṣe fẹ́ wò mí sàn báyìí? Àbí o ò gbọ́ gbogbo ráhùn tó ń sọ ni?
Bá mi, ẹ má dára yín láàmú. Mo máa sọ nǹkan tó bá sọ fún yín. My baba no hear English rárá. Me, I hear and talk small small. What you asked before, ask again.
I am so sorry. I'll talk slower then. He has a pain in his stomach. Yes, he is here for surgery. You understand, with the knife?
Yes, pain since 3 days. Very bad yesterday. He just shouts back. Pain, stomach, pain since yesterday.
You understand, surgery will be with a knife to remove the appendix. You understand?
Yes, I understand. No problem.
What about your father? Does he understand why he's here?
Bá mi, dókítà ń béèrè pé ṣé mọ nǹkan tó gbé yín wá síbí.
Ọkùnrin Aguda yìí ṣá, sọ fún pé mo mọ̀.
Yes, he know. He know like it, but he understand. Medicine man, Babalayo, say come, he come.
Really? Your medicine man referred you? How fascinating. Well then, I am just going to examine him here. Yes, this is urgent. We will operate first thing in the morning and keep your father overnight to help manage the pain. My nurse will help you. You understand?
Yes, today he stay in hospital. Tomorrow you fix where and we go home. Yes?
It's a plan. Nurse. Simidele, am I right?
Yes, Dr. Bakwa.
He is recovering well, I hear.
Ah, yes, here today, this afternoon. We go Buteru.
You came from Ebute Ero 3 days ago.
Yes.
And you've been sleeping in the hospital since?
Yes, no problem. Doctor, today, home, bed, good food. Ah, thank you, doctor. Ah, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ gan. Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ máa bùkún yín. Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Please, there is no need for that. Okay then. All the best to you and your father.
You, come, Ebuteru, and see us. You eat, okay?
That would be nice. Maybe I could come and check on you and see how your father is doing. You know, I don't think it's a good idea for him to be going back and forth between the hospital and Ebutero due to his age. And I think I'd like to meet this medicine man of yours.
You want to see Babalayo? Okay. You come next market day, afternoon, okay? First, Babalayo, there we eat.
Okay, describe your address and I will stop by on Friday.
When you reach square, village square, you go right. Then
Bami, ara yín mo rí pé ó yá.
Ọmọ mi, o ní láti gbọ́ èdè Yorùbá kó bá lè darapọ̀ mọ́ wa nílẹ̀ yìí o.
You understand? Wakin, you learn Yoruba, be more at home here. Your daughter, your children, they will be born here, they will belong here. And when you learn, you don't need me to speak to Babalayo anymore. No more botany this and leaf that.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, Babalayo sọ wípé dókítà ẹ̀ yìí ó mọṣẹ́ gan-an ni.
Bá mi, Wakin ò kí ń ṣe dókítà mi o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń pè lórúkọ, ló dẹ̀ tún wá bí gbogbo ọ̀sẹ̀.
Bami, Simidele, Yoruba mo fẹ́ mọ̀ gan, and I'm already learning it small. I'm sure I'll be very good at it someday and then I won't be lost in conversation again.
Yes, Wakin, I'm sure you'll soon learn it perfectly.
Simi, I feel cheated with our trade though, as your English has become much better than my Yoruba over the past year. Well,
Simidele, kí ló fẹ́ pẹ̀lú Joaquin gan-an? Mo ti ń sọ fún ẹ wípé kò lè ṣeé ṣe o.
Wakin, àwọn ìyàwó àti ọmọ ẹ̀ ń kọ́?
my wife and child are fine. But why are you asking?
My father says you cannot introduce me to your home because you are not a proper Yoruba. You are Aguda. Christian, you cannot give me a child.
Yes, I am a Christian. You say it as though it is a sin. You must know how I feel. I am trying to be responsible by you, Simi. To be decent, to be a decent man.
Bami says that Christians only have one wife, and only that one wife will have his children. So how will you be responsible for me?
Simi.
Koleye, you cannot understand, Aguda.
Simidele, Jo, Jekoyemi.
It is not our way. It is only your foreigner culture that has one husband, one wife. We do not go to the shrine to ask Oshun for a husband. If she favors me, she will give me a child. What am I doing with husband? I'm a trader. I can look after myself. And I have my father to care for. I cannot leave him alone. A child, Joaquin, that is what ties us together.
You're telling me your father would be okay with you having my child, but not marrying me?
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ti sọ sẹ́yìn, kò lè yé ẹ. Bami, mo ti tẹ́ ní oúnjẹ o, ẹ máa bọ̀. Joaquin, come, let us eat.
Thank the good Lord your father is not alive to see this spectacle.
It's a naming ceremony, Mother. Joaquin is hardly the first to Africanize his name. Goodness, Father did it. Dr. Sapara did it. Almost everybody who's anybody is doing it.
Yes, but your father went to a magistrate and simply changed his name. He wrote a book to announce it. Joaquin, on the other hand, is unique in thinking it is a great idea to invite a local medicine man to administer the whole thing. I mean, it is 1924, for goodness sakes. How savage. And then to invite half of society to witness it. Just...
Mother, Yoruba culture is not savage. Joaquin is trying to rediscover his heritage. This is important to him, and I'm sure it's a phase that he's going to come out of.
Emilia, stop. Please. The man has had a child with that girl from Ebutero. Surely the child is not a phase. I'm sorry. That was cruel. You met her and her boy yesterday?
Yes. Joaquin brought him and his mother to the house. We sat down. We had a civil conversation. The woman is primitive. She will not interfere with our public life, and I will not interfere with her village life. All is arranged.
Very well. My poor child. It is a confusing cocktail, this new protectorate of Nigeria that Lord Lugard created. Honestly, it was hard enough trying to be English, Yoruba and Sierra Leonean. And now we have these northerners moving to Lagos. I mean, did you hear that Mr. Cabral is converting to Islam? What will become of my grandchildren? Who will they be?
They will be Lagosians, Mother. We just have to set the rules of society and what that means, I suppose. But whatever it means, they will be at the heart of it. Right. Let's get this naming ceremony business over with.
Àmọ́ a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ bó ṣe yẹ kó rí kó ba lè rí bó ti yẹ kó rí. Nítorí náà Joaquin àbí ṣe Jakin ni wá kúnlẹ̀ sí. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí àṣà àti ìṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá oyin rèé o ayé rèé ó lóyin obì rèé obì ní bíkú àtàrùn dànù obì á bíkú àtàrùn láyé o àtàrí rèé o. Kò sẹ́ni tí jatare tí kò mọ̀ wípé òun gbé nǹkan mì bẹ́ẹ̀ láyé rẹ̀ ó ṣe nítumọ̀. Omi rèé omi làbùmú omi làbùwẹ̀ ẹnìkan kì í bómi ṣọ̀tá ò ní rógun ọ̀tá o. Adùn rèé ayé rẹ̀ ó ládùn. Iyọ̀ rèé o ayé rẹ̀ ó níyọ̀. Tó níwàyí látọjọ́ òní lọ ó ti di àtúnbí. Orúkọ rẹ̀ sì ni Tòkunbọ̀ Àràlọ́lá.